Are you here, sis? Mm-hmm. Let me know when you're ready. Mm. Mm. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Let me know when you're ready. Okay. Welcome to my spooky Halloween party. Yeah. Got it. Yeah. Okay. So there's a few topics that I want to go over for the collective that are just having my mind, and like I'm getting a lot of communications pings back from the children being like, hey, what about this? What about this? What about this? What is this? What is this? What is this? There's a video going around on the underground network, that a certain call is shifting the internal DNA sequences of the children. Okay. When DNA shifts or the helix shifts, everything goes into madness. There's no rhyme or reason or rules to why the animals start acting the way they do. It's like when you're hooked up to a machine, right? You're hooked up to a machine and then they snip the tube and you're fighting for your life, right? They snip your vine off of this grape tree and you fighting for your life, but you don't even know you fighting for your life, right? You basically in a coma fighting, right? So this energy that humanity is feeling is a fight. It's that fire under your ass to get shit done, because you don't know the consequences. The consequences don't really like have a parallel to you because you've never not been. You know, you've never not been a thought. You've always been a thought. You've been a conscious wave of communication back and forth. But it was up to you to listen and fight, or listen and lay down the arms and be comfortable. Everybody fighting their own internal battle. Everybody is fighting their own shit. But the minute that all of us figure out that the same shit that you fighting is the same shit that I'm fighting, we gonna gather together and we gonna band together and we gonna make sure to make a boat. We gonna form the solar bark together. We don't need to sync with them motherfuckers, them dumbass rockhead ass motherfuckers. Let them sink. Who takes out that much loan on their own soul? How can you loan somebody your own soul? They using your energy to make ripples in the waves of music. They using your talent and putting it on a high vibration and sinking the ship. With my children on it. Because they jealous. Very much so. I was dealing with the motherfucking Social Security Disability Office today. I'm like, y'all niggas this is my money. This is my fucking land. This is my shit. Y'all need to either shut the fuck down and give me the fucking and give us all our motherfucking money, or get the fuck out of this world. Burn this shit down. He's like, oh, there's over 6 million people on this shit. Yeah, nigga, you're tapping into a bank that I already paid for. You know what I'm saying? And I've been feeling this way, guys. And I tried to describe it to Daddy yesterday to try to tell him what I'm feeling. But I don't think I'm explaining it good enough. Like, I don't know if I'm explaining it good enough for him or for you guys. But I feel like, you know how you standing in the ocean and the waves come out and then come in and you can feel this your gravity just pulled into the ocean, or I don't know if people feel this, but you're swept out and then you want to come back, but it's like literally being a wave. I feel like this wave, and I feel like I've now addressed a new pinpoint in the galaxy by changing my words to tonal speak so that you can hear me from the highest peak of who you are and the lowest, because we need to get the fuck together. It's only in unity when we come together past their services, past their armed forces, past you pierce them through togetherness. It's like an army of ants. As soon as you get all the ants on the same frequency, they start shifting centers. It's the ants. As above, so below. As above, so below. And humanity was just a big ant farm to them to be able to get what they wanted. I told Daddy, I go, it's like, what did I say? I said, although, I said, anyway, it don't even matter what I said. You know, dang, I forgot. What did I tell him? I said that the art galleries are zoos for collectors. Tiger's head hanging on the mantle. That's what I said. No. A tiger head hanging on a mantle. Everybody want to own Van Gogh's art. Everybody want to pay the money, but don't want to go through the pain that he had to go through to create that shit. They want to slap a price tag on it and sell it to some fancy collector without understanding how much the tiger had to do to get to that point in his being, only for you to put his head on a wall. He had a whole last journey that he had to complete for his mother, and now his head is on a wall. Selling nature to the highest bidder. Art is nature. I was working with Angel yesterday on creating shadow world healing, showing her how to do shadow world healing. And how I absorbed negative emotion into the shadow through color, thus creating rainbow energy to get back and forth. To me, that makes sense. To me, that's actually more creating than anything I've ever created. But you don't know what the fox had to go through to get a blue heart. in order for Red to be even introduced to the fucking situation. So some people call me like, why the animals acting like that? I'm like, y'all ain't seen nothing yet, nigga. Y'all seen Birdland or something like that? Where all the birds start acting up crazy? I'm not gonna talk about no bird flu or nothing like that because it's not gonna happen. Don't eat a turkey this year. Just boycott Thanksgiving. Don't eat none of the turkey. Don't eat the turkeys. And I know y'all gonna forget and eat the turkey or whatever like that. So I got y'all back covered. I know y'all love tradition so much, but we gotta go counterculture. We gotta go against the grain. We gotta go against a Thanksgiving. We know we are eating in the blood of that sacrificial energy on that day. We are confirming their reality by confirming their holidays with our money and our mouths. Eating the ritual on the day. The turkey in their culture stands for the flesh of the human beings that they murdered for their land. And we have been contributing and eating our fellow man. And every year they pardon a freedom fighter and let him out of the cage. And what does that show? They pardon a turkey. They pardon a turkey, baby. In front of y'all faces as a ritual. So no to their Thanksgiving. Have something else. After Thanksgiving, come out, have a Kwanzaa fest or have a fucking humanity feast. You know, change the culture. Yeah, change the culture that we live within by redirecting the rights. Bye. I love that. By redirecting the rights. What does that mean? What does that truly mean? Redirecting the rights. You have the right to do whatever you want with your own fucking body. That's between you and your God. I have no say in what you want to. As long as you understand that we are collective and we support each other strongly, I support y'all strongly. All my kids, I support y'all strongly in the shadows, in the darkness. I am the lion that's standing up behind you while somebody else is roaring. Like Farrakhan said, if you touch him, y'all all gonna burn. Like Kanye said, you touch him, y'all all gonna. There will be no more sacrifices this year. There will be no more fucking sacrifices of my kids. No more. There will be no more sacrifices of my kids. There will be no more sacrifices of my kids. There will be no more sacrifices of my kids. There will be no more. No more. They're in their own house, saying what they want in their own home. In their own home. That's like me going up in your house saying, hey, you can't say nigga. Can't say nigger. No. You can't say it. Not in our house. Shit. Knowing damn well them motherfuckers sit around the table talking shit like that. Like they so important. Nigga, please, y'all only made yourself important because y'all transfer y'all consciousness into what? Livestock. In order to be, you must be a livestock. You must be a donkey or an elephant. In order to be in political atmospheres, you have to speak on the donkey channel or the elephant channel. Why? Why? Because art galleries are zoos for intellectuals. A pet tiger hanging on the mantle.
No, gallery.
So you talking about some motherfucking you know, I'm you talking about some motherfucking I am a Republican. In order to sincerely register to vote, you have to go through the animal code. To actually have a vote actually count within the midterm elections and all that shit, you had to transfer your consciousness to an animal and vote as an animal before you could vote as a physical being. If you do not vote as an animal, you are considered an imbecile because you don't understand the rules of the game. You don't understand the rules of the game, so they treat you like you a baby, like you are a child. They don't give you your rights. They don't give you what you need to succeed because you haven't figured out that this is a fucking game. You haven't figured out that it's run by insane motherfucking people. The imagination. Barungo, engañe, barbango. Go play with your babies and your toys. They need some love too. I was playing with you this morning, so we good. So let me put my titties away, Jesus. So let's just say I go over there to the elephants. I sign up as a Republican, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? They're like, oh, Abe Lincoln is talking. I'm like, what the fuck y'all talking about? Yeah, Abe Lincoln transferred his consciousness into elephant. I'm like, how is we playing this game? We should be done with the games. They're like, no, they just transferred it to the animal kingdom. They transferred their reality to the animal kingdom. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, the spirits are like, Iris, I like that. That's my favorite color. It's like the light purpley, yeah. Turbo. What was I saying? Yeah, so something about transferring your consciousness into an animal and getting out of the server by going in to the server. And everybody panicking, trying to go outside of the universe, only to understand that the universe is governed by laws. If you owe me, you owe me. There's no getting out. There's no getting in. You are forever where you will be. Girl, don't be showing me too. You will be where you will be. Because I told you. Dang, my teeth keep showing my bed, y'all. I know make people hungry for knowledge. So really, when they trying to escape the firmament, they trying to leave, but what's really happening is they being rerouted back to the animals. So they being rerouted back to the animals, and animals is like, y'all want to be some followers and shit like that. We need to start showing y'all some shit. The animals is gonna teach us a lot more than what we know. The animals had the codes the whole time. It was basically, we're in the animal kingdom, but we tried to do a subsection off of the animal kingdom. But the thing is, we all one. All animals and all humans are one. You have tons of familial animals that you're supposed to be taking care of because they're in your family. They're in your genetic sequence. It's not just dogs and cats. It's tigers and lions, bears and shit. That was your duty. You said you was going to come back and take care of 2112 to take care of your family. Your family is the animals. Your family is the trees. My family is the trees. My husband is a tree. My husband is a tree. Shit. I don't abide by y'all rules of law. I don't abide because it's not based on sexual principles. You can marry an inanimate object too. It's not just about having sex with that thing. That's why you get married. No. It's a mutual respect of a partnership between two beings that need to fulfill a mission together. It's not about, oh, I get to stick my stick in your hole, so that's why we get married. No, if you get married for that, then you need to get the fuck out of the fucking marriage pool. 222. You need to get the fuck out the marriage pool if that's what you think. It's all about fucking. In order for us to create worlds, yes, we have to combine. But if you're not taking care of the original fucking vessel that y'all had in the first place, why the fuck y'all sitting there fucking in? Shouldn't y'all just be taking care of the earth instead of laying there enjoying the last remnants of what y'all got? Shouldn't y'all just be like taking care of y'all fucking business instead of out there fucking and shit? Laying down, opening y'all legs, don't even know what y'all doing. Y'all didn't even take the Virgo course of virgins to understand that these are landmines. Women are landmines. We in a war. You falling into pit hole after pit hole after pit hole, not knowing what reality you wound up in because you don't know who God is. God is a woman. God is a womb. God only gave you grace to wake up this morning because you took time to thank her. Go outside, take a run, take a walk, say hi to the trees, contribute something to the universe instead of just sitting there trying to get y'all fucking asses on TikTok and shake y'all asses and pop it like it's hot. Cool, it's cute for 2 seconds. But what's hidden behind the popping? What's hidden behind it? Are you masquerading as somebody else just so you can get liked? Or are you being your genuine self? Who are you? Take the computer program off and tell me who you are. Take the computer program off, baby, so I can see your face. And it ain't even just about the motherfucking makeup. My baby is really bored. You want to read a book or something? She's like, no, I don't want to read a book. I said something on TikTok, and most people would take this as like to being thirsty, right? For so long as a Black woman, my name is Zanisha, right? My name is Zanisha. Instead of that, I told people to call me Z. Hey, baby. You want to go to YouTube? You want to go to YouTube on the TV? Oh, let's go to YouTube and watch your puppy dog pals on YouTube. You want to watch YouTube? Yeah. Okay. It's on. What are we gonna watch? Something new and exciting. I'm so excited. Yay! Hold on, I'm gonna turn it. 1, 2, and go. Yeah. So my name is Anisha, but I go by Z. Yeah. But I go by Z because saying my name does something to me. It forces me into creation. Zuma! Wow! Chase! Oh my gosh. Because saying my name does something to me. Because I don't let everybody say my name. I say my name is Z. I don't want everybody pronouncing my name. Because I feel like it's a sacred thing. Zon is a planetary system. Z-O-N. Nisha, technically in my language, means ashes. Ashes are what create realities. So a planetary system that creates realities, but realities are already created by the reflection of soul, the reflection of the children. So they are stars. The stars bounce the information back, thus creating a planetary system upon which all stars revolve around. That's how intense my name is. It's a very slippery floor. That's how intense my name is, and that's how sacred that I keep my name. I don't let nobody, like everybody, say my name. So I posted online. I was like, say my motherfucking name. You know, you say Z 3 times in the mirror, I gotta show up. From a spiritual perspective, I come up the Kundalini and I'm a black ops. You say Zanisha 3 times, I'm black ops. I'm in the back of the last part of your soul, shining the light on what's wrong. Where's Zuma? In his boat. So I was telling him, I was like, or not him, but I was just saying it because it's like a form of poetry. The poem is called It's Not That Hard to Moan, Zanisha. It's not that hard. And I talked about, I want you to say my name because I'm ready to fucking create. So say my name. Say who I am. And this energy and who this body is already existed. I existed long before the system even was started. I existed. And everyone wanted to hide God's name underneath the acronym. I told the kids, I was like, you need to learn y'all motherfucking ABCs because the ABCs is what get y'all paid. Know your name. Your name starts with a D. You need to dig within the D code. You need to dig within the D code, and then you'll be able to find either a present from your mom, a new system management from your mom. You know, I would hide heck of stuff under the first letter of your first name. And then if you needed to go any further, you would trace your whole lineage through your name. It's intricate, it's fun, it's beautiful, all that kind of stuff. So when people get to the Z, they be like, oh, it gets a little bit more difficult when you get into the Z code. So from an alphabetic standpoint, I tend to use my daughters with Z's pretty heavily. Zoe Saldana, Zendaya. It's not a lot of us. We created a sub-reality through the Z portal. I think that anybody who got the name with the start with the Z or end with a Z, they have been blessed. And on top of that, last name is W. That's like double confirmation. That's the end. I'm going to make a boat. Talking about some solar bark. I am the solar bark. I must be ridden into the underworld. If one person understands that, that's Anubis. Anubis understands that I am death. Literally. I'm a graveyard. I have so many ideas that are graveyards, that are in the graveyard. As soon as I say something, I could, never mind. Anyway, so we're finding ourselves in a situation in Iran. I told the kids, I was like, y'all know y'all starting this shit, right? Y'all starting it. I was like, don't fear death. Don't fear punishment. Don't fear their weapons. Don't fear. For you are walking in. You will walk again. One way or another. They gonna pay for the death. But that's it. So, I'm talking about my name. So, Zanisha. So, I told him, I go, he goes, who? Like, who do you want to say your name? I'm like, everybody. In my head, I'm like, everybody needs to say my name. When they at the peak of socially and getting the greatness that comes from orgasm, they better say my name. Shit. They better say, if they want to create another world and another planetary system, they gotta say my name. And I will look at the sonar and I'll be like, okay. Sorry. And I'll be like, okay, create it for them. And that's how the woman was born of the man. Word is very important. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack and Jill, masculine and feminine, go up to the peak of their orgasms to catch water. Information. But in this one, Jack didn't fall down and break his crown, and Jill did not come tumbling after. They said Zanisha. And I showed up at the well and I gave them blue water. But it's not blue water, baby. It's not water. It's a very important juice that comes from me going very high with my masculine. Me and Thoth. Isis and Thoth, the greatest love story. The greatest love story. And I always get this thing thinking like maybe God is jealous of my relationship with Thoth. with that with that understatement. And then I'm like, God loves me a lot, and He would provide something or someone in the meantime to make me feel like I'm loved, to make me feel loved.
Because God loves me too.
No, mommy. Stop again. Go. So, I was telling my girl, so, tonal vibration. You say my name at the peak. I don't want to be nobody's mistress. And the thing is, the mistress doesn't even just exist within the relationship. It exists within the dynamic of God. You can be considered a goddess of mistresses because they want to go to Zeus. They want to go to Hades. They want to go to fucking Orumila. They want to go to all these different people, all these different spirits, but they neglected the feminine portal, the feminine deity who originally gave them the orgasm, because humans weren't allowed to orgasm until like a couple thousand years ago. That's when the gold mines was forced to go internal. When they sent the gold mines from external to internal, because the external gold mines was running out of fucking gold. So they planted it within the human psyche and forced the human to dig through their psyche to get the gold. Turn that shit into their own energy so that they can own that energy and they will be the keeper of that gold mine. But imagine you're a gold mine. Somebody comes up to you. It's like, hey, I want to buy your gold mine. How much are you worth? Instead of saying priceless, they're like, oh, $1 billion, 100,000, this. And it's not given the proper worth of who you are. And now everybody walking around saying you sold your soul, you sold your booty hole for this, you sold your booty hole for that.
What's this? This is a watermelon for the bath.
Right.
We'll put it in your bed.
So in the peak of your orgasm, sometimes the men would say the wrong name, right? So they would say like, Sally when you sue. They would Sally when you sue. Is I was tapping into the network to see who he's sending his energy to. And if it's not you, he gonna tell you, because he's at the peak where you can be tortured. Your secrets can be tortured out of you when you're at the peak of your climax. All of the secrets that you want. And women figured this out. Men figured out that women figured this out and forced them into submission because they held the power in their hands.
Good job, guys.
So I said, say my name. I said, say my fucking name. And y'all better say it right. It's Zanisha. 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 That's how you say my motherfucking name.
This is
Add a little spice.
Let's clean it.
Add a little bit of a spice. My TikTok users will get it. Y'all don't get it. So this is why my name is so important to me. I told my son, I said, he was telling me, he goes, the 2D world is reality too. And he is so smart. I'm like, yeah, he said, if the reality is real and does he I'm proud of my son. I'm proud of Alexander. He is a conqueror of worlds, literally. On his online Roblox and all this stuff, I believe he is a conqueror of worlds. Because he tethered everything back together. Everything. And we was talking about video games and stuff like that, and how important video games is because you're creating your own world through virtual reality, and that virtual reality can spill over into physical reality, giving Iron Man powers, giving Superman powers, giving it could spill over into reality, but you had to be an empty vessel for change. You had to stand up for something. You can't just sit there and be beautiful and say I'm the most sexiest man alive and da. You can't just sit there and talk your game and da without standing up. So when I sat my ass down and the sky started glitching even more, you could see through the veil through the sky. Because the veil is just a sheet. A sheet is a hood. A sheet is a hood. Hood is where the niggas live. The hood is where the niggas live. The Rough Riders. Yeah, the Rough Riders. These men used to be beating that shit off on the back with these girls. And these girls are just like, why does this feel so good? Because he's using you to get from one place to another. He's using you like a horse. He's using you like a horse, baby. Yeah, Key. Key.
Oh, no.
Key to one door.
Not the picture.
I don't know.
No, that's not. Oh!
The reason he's not looking you in the eye. Mika le como no, biga no.
Go,
Door one, I got it. Door two, look, door two. Red door. Oh my god, red number 2. Oh, ding dong. Open up. The door's locked. Yeah, the women used to be like, no, Mika. Why is he beating me up like this? Like, why is he? And it feel good too, huh? Because y'all making a horse. The horse galloping through the fields. So you don't know if that if that man was riding you into infinity and beyond, or he just wanted to go to the liquor store and he needed a ride. His spirit needed a ride to go to the liquor store so he could drink. He can get drunk. Leave you at the gas station. Walk home because he can't drive. They used to be like, Mama, he fucking with my mental. He up, I'm just trying to give him a ride real quick, to the store, and he treating me like this. I be like, then buck that nigga off your ass then. You ain't gotta sit there and take that shit. No matter how much your sexual perversions, so how much you want that shit, you don't deserve to be written and thrown away. How about have somebody look you in the eye and tell you you are an equal, you are beautiful, that you are kind, not just ride you for the ride, but like caress you and hold you and just like understand that you are a delicate being, you are a delicate flower because you are upholding the sky. Ain't that man sat there and entertained that idea? They wanted that orgasm real quick to start their fucking journey to where they need to go on the internal. I got wings. So when I would start flying and shit, niggas used to be waking up on top of me. And they would wake up and they would go crazy, like, "Bro, where the fuck am I?" Da, da, da. I'd be like, "Calm down, baby. Everything's fine. You have been bucked out of the server for trying to fuck with my goal. You have been this in the system for doing this for my shit. You have been this." You know, and I played the role, and then the word got around where I was in California, who I was, because niggas started coming up missing. They psyche started to be turned off, and they became a shadow of who they formerly was. I don't play about that shit, y'all. If you up in the walls and I'm like, "Hey, don't go in that door. Don't go in that door. Don't go in that door. Don't go in," and I give you hella fucking chances. Don't go in that fucking door, and you still go in that motherfucking door. What do you think is gonna be behind that door? My husband. And he don't take kindly to people going through his shit. He hates it. So I asked the question. I asked him this question yesterday. I was like, is it considered hypersexuality? Is it a sin to be hypersexual even though you've been in a crypt for a long time? You know, is it that you shut down your portal, but you're still craving creation? You're still craving wanting to create. You still craving that shit. You transfer it to art, you transfer it to this, you transfer it. But because your cup runneth over, I had can I be honest with the ladies right now? Man, y'all could cut off. Y'all don't have to be here for this. If y'all want to hear it, y'all can hear it. If y'all don't have to. I did a vaginal steam the other day, and I put the sheet over the things, and I did this, and I hatched 2 eggs and all this kind of stuff. But after that, I started getting blue liquid. You can't see it yet, but it's like this oily, sticky blue. It's almost like an alien goo. And I have been like taking it from the spiritual realm and putting it in these buckets and finding points in time and dumping it in the thing like I'm dumping out trash. But that very filament, that very energy right there is how God creates a lot of his things. He uses that and like sand or water or dirt and mixes it with that, and that's how humans create. But there's so much of it. There's so much of this goo, but there's not enough ka to activate it. There's not enough ba to activate the creation to keep it moving. So I don't tell everybody this, and I'm not gonna say any more, but imagination is wild. Hold on. Imagination is wild. I've only been accustomed to this liquid for, it's almost like I galactically started my period. Like all the way up there, I started my period and I became a woman. That's what it feels like. Anyway, um, so in the shadow of our reality, in the shadows of our reality, how our name and what we searched for. I tried to give you a banana. I tried to give you peanut butter and jelly. I tried to give you chips. You got to eat what I give you. If you don't eat, you don't eat. You got to be better about that. I made you eggs and potatoes, all that for breakfast. You didn't eat not one thing. Hold on.
Hello, Peter. Hello, Santa.
Not much, just chill. Nope. Huh? Yeah. Not much. Just stuff. Chilling with Angel. So you're hungry? Well, it's broccoli cheddar soup for dinner, so with croissants. What? Oh. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. That sounds delicious. I like it. Good idea. Well, if you're gonna get hoagie rolls, then you gotta get the sauce. I just used the last new one yesterday. When we had spaghetti. 2 nights ago, 3 nights ago. Ain't we? Broccoli cheddar soup. Yep, all of it. Everything I need, including carrots, chicken stock, or veggie stock. All of it. Okay. We'll see you when you get here. Yes. Okay. Angel hasn't really been eating that much today, so I gave her all that breakfast. I gave her PB&J. I gave her grapes and strawberries. I gave her chippies. She ate chippies, but that's about it. I'm telling you. I'm doing a thing right now where I'm trying to, feed her like heavier foods, and if she don't eat it, she must not be hungry. She had a bad stomach issue and poop, so she finally got it out, so she should be okay. But as long as she's peeing and pooping and no fever. Jeez.
Why are you here? He went with such a bad attitude, talking slowly to death. I'm really trying to distance myself from this talk. I just want to have a